All right, hey, all you action figure fans, it's me, Justin, the Action Figure Minute. And today, it is time for a haul video. It's been a long time since I've done a haul video, probably like two and a half weeks. And man, the hits just keep on coming. I think it was my buddy Kyle, he doesn't really know who I am, but I watch his videos, who said something like, he thinks Hasbro is shipping just a ton of product right now, trying to help meet a goal or a quota by the end of the year. It's starting to really feel like that. It just keeps piling up and keeps coming. So let's start there. Let's start with some Hasbro stuff. Things I got from Hasbro Pulse, or actually this one I got from Entertainment Earth, because Entertainment Earth got it in. I was able to use one of my own affiliate links. It gives me a small kickback when I do that. And Shumagorath, man, this figure looks great. I love the posing that they're able to get. I mean, this pose right here is just hilarious for him. And I really like, another shout out, Mad Hatter on his reviews. He did a thumbnail where it looked like it was a face hugger from Alien that Shumagorath was just putting a baby down his throat. Also, while we're talking about it, Alien Earth, man, that was a great show. If you haven't watched that yet, I do recommend. But Shumagorath, this is going to be fun. I might even have to copy Mad Hatter for my thumbnail. I'll give him credit where credit is due. I'm already doing it now. Okay, now to Hasbro Pulse, another big one. The Snake Armor. This guy, wow. Cobra Snake Battle Suit. I only got one of these. My buddy, I'm pretty sure one of my buddies, he ended up getting 3 of these big behemoths. And they're huge. The pictures, the comparison pictures I've seen, they're pretty massive. So shelf space is a premium with these. A lot of cool accessories if we check out the back of the box. Definitely excited to open up this one. Really excited to see the modern take on this toy. I remember the old vintage ones, you could put the action figure in it, and I think if you breathed on it, they would fall apart, and all the pieces that held it together would just come undone. Okay, Budo. Budo. This guy, from the pictures I've seen of Budo online, it is just an amazing looking action figure. He comes with so much stuff. We can go ahead, I mean, we can see it here in the package layout here. We can flip it around to the back. He comes with so much stuff. Now, if you've been watching the channel, you've probably heard me say in the past, when I was a kid, I had all the bad guys. My brother had all the good guys. Budo was not one of my favorite figures, but Classified just knocking it out of the park, the Joe team with the good guys. He's looking like he could be a definite favorite for the line for me, so I'm really excited to open him up. It's really cool when a figure that wasn't your favorite from back in the day turns out being one of your favorites in the modern. It just puts a whole spin on the character, like Crystal Ball. All right. Battle Armored Cobra Commander. I absolutely loved the Battle Armored Cobra Commander when I was a kid. This looks like a great new modern take on an awesome Cobra figure. I ended up getting him, I believe, from Walmart. I ended up buying him with something else to get free shipping. So got him at the walmart.com. I can't remember what it is that I got with him to get the free shipping, but I'm sure we'll get there. And maybe it was a pre-order. I don't know. Who knows? But for whatever reason, I ordered it at walmart.com. Then we got Monkey Wrench. Monkey Wrench. My buddy, he sent me a picture of Monkey Wrench. I loved the Monkey Wrench figure when I was a kid. But this guy is actually pretty big when you get him out of the package. He's a huge dude. So, you know, that's pretty different from the vintage era retro toy. You know, I never imagined him as being a really big dude. So it'll be cool when we open him up and check him out. This was a set I wasn't too excited about, but I started seeing all the pictures online. Slice and Dice, I think they came after I was buying G.I. Joes as a kid. So I never had Slice and Dice in my own personal collection, but these guys, they look fantastic. Look like really cool ninjas, a ton of accessories, just completely kitted out. Got this from Pulse. Real excited to open these up someday. And then at Ollie's, I ended up picking up one more of the Action Marine Sniper figure. You can see at Ollie's, price tag discounted on this was $13. I wanted to stick with the one head with the camo, but the more I looked at it, I really liked both heads. So I thought, well, I can have one in the ghillie suit, and then the other one without. So there's two figures in here, and being able to buy two, I got one a while ago, I have one now, two of them at Ollie's at the discount. Really good stuff for me. And then final from Hasbro Pulse, I'm pretty sure this is the final one from Hasbro Pulse, I got the 4-pack of the Snow Troopers. Now, it doesn't, I'm not ringing a bell, but it doesn't look like any of these are the Snow Trooper Commanders, which is fine because he just came, I think, in the 3-pack. So I believe that this was just 4 new Snow Troopers, and you can't have enough troopers, as I've said before, plenty of time. All right, let's load back up. Let's grab some more toys, and we'll keep talking toys. Stay right there. All right. At GameStop, I ended up blowing my September GameStop Pro Awards $5 off coupon and getting the Sonic figure. I've been casually collecting the Sonic the Hedgehog figures, trying to stick more with the classic look. Now, I tried looking up to see if Knuckles came in a more classic look, and from what I could tell, he has like a slightly different facial expression on the other versions of the figures that they've done. So this one didn't notate classic styling, I believe, like the other figures I'd purchased had, but the figure looked close enough to the same exact one that I think I maybe already missed out on. So I ended up picking this Knuckles up, used my $5 off coupon at GameStop. Then, finally, Entertainment Earth, something I pre-ordered forever ago, this Haya Toys, I think they call this like the Exquisite line, Walking Dead Negan figure from Dead City. I always absolutely loved Negan while I was watching The Walking Dead. And admittedly, I'm not watching it now. I kind of stopped when it started splitting off all the different ways with the Dead City and the Daryl Dixon show. It just kind of lost its charm over time. Maybe someday I'll pick it back up and start watching again. If you've been watching the new like Daryl Dixon and Dead City show, let me know. Are they worth watching? Are you enjoying them? It'd be good to hear about it, because I literally hear no one talking about it. Then, I don't recall, let's see if we can see it. It doesn't even show me on the box. I ended up getting another version of Sun Wukong. I have Four Horsemen's figure Obscura Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. But I got this Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, also from a different toy line. I got this from 5K Toys. I think it's also available on Bombusi, however you pronounce that toy store. But this is Sun Wukong. I'm pretty sure I got the battle damage version.
Yes!
You know what? Let's just rip this open real quick. I keep talking about it, and we'll give you more details. So let's see. Do a little mini unboxing here to see which Sun Wukong, and then there's more plastic in there. So wow, this really comes with a nice box, and it's all magnetized too. But let's see if we can see anything else. All right, yeah, you can't see anything in there. There's a Sun Wukong in there, I promise. So we'll go ahead and save that for another day, but I'm pretty sure it was like a battle damage version. It might even come with a little child monkey now as a bonus, I think is what it said. And then another grab here. This one was from Mondo. I held off on wanting to jump in on this line, and I kick myself now because now I'm all in. I'm up to date on the pre-orders for all the Ghostbusters out there. But when they showed off Venkman, I wasn't in yet. So this is just Peter Venkman from the Mondo line, standalone. No Sam Hain, unfortunately. I think my collection is going to be probably Sam Hain less. I begged, I pleaded with Mondo. I emailed them a couple times. I said, hey, before they got released, hey, any chance, you decide to order, make a few more, hook a brother up, let me know. They didn't let me know. And I waited and I waited and I waited, and no notifications came. Maybe someday down the line they'll do another release of it, some different version. Who knows? I hope so, but if not, I guess that's just going to be the way it is, because people are probably going to command pretty high dollar for that Sam Hain figure. And there's too many other toys I'd probably rather spend the money on. So, all right, one last group of gets, and then we'll be done. Stay tuned. All right, last but not least, Four Horsemen Studios coming in big time for October. There we are, October. We have Urzak here. Urzak, man, what a throwback. All the way from the very launch of the Mythic Legions line. And I wasn't collecting all the way back from the very, very launch. So to get Urzak is pretty darn awesome for me. I mean, Urzak back in the day, that figure, he commanded a high dollar for quite some time, and it was pretty standard looking orc. There's nothing special about him, but this one, holy moly, he looks great. I'm excited to finally have a version of Urzak in my collection. I don't need the first one. I'm happy to have at least one iteration of all the characters to in my mind, be a completist. So, Urzak. Same could be said for Otho. Otho, a figure so many people demanded for quite some time. Kind of actually surprised it took Four Horsemen this long to get him out again, with as much demand as there's been for the figure. But I have an Otho now. I decided I only wanted to get one. I didn't have the original release. They knocked it out of the park with this one. He looks fantastic. He's going to go great with the blue shield figures that that is on pre-order, or it's in manufacturing maybe right now. I can't remember where it's at. Go check out sourcehorseman.com. But Otho, again, didn't have him in the collection, wasn't collecting back then, wasn't going to pay that much money for him, but I got him now, and he looks great, and I'm happy to have this version. All right, moving on. Wrapping it all up, I received my second order of Cosmic Legion. So if you watch my previous video, I received my all-in, and these are my extras. And for some reason, Past Justin ordered a second skate back, so I have one of these. I don't know why I did it. Probably just the hype, when it was out 2+ years ago when these went up for pre-order, and I felt like I wanted more. I'll hold on to it. Maybe someday part ways with it. But yeah, same could be said for Uka. Uka, I ordered a second one for. Now, this guy, I was probably thinking some sort of customs with, bare arms, bare legs, different body type, all sorts of things that you could do with Uka, but I got a second Uka, and this one I'm not so disappointed about ordering a second one of, because I'm not disappointed about ordering any of them, but I'm sure I could find things that I'd like to do with this Uka, and I'm sure also Four Horsemen's probably going to be cooking for me to do something with that second skate back. Probably have some sort of different things they're coming out with. I ordered, I believe, I got 2 more of the Thraxian Scouts. So that would be a total of 3 with the all-in. And the Thraxian Scout, really cool army builder. I probably got one of each so I can display them with both heads, and then maybe another one for a custom. So got the Thraxian Scout. And then last but definitely not least, and one I still haven't opened yet, excited to open when I get around to it, but Kern Ray. Yeah, Kern Ray. Not an Imperial probe droid, but he looks like it. Or, I'm sorry, she looks like it. But Kern Ray is a fantastic looking figure. I'm excited to open that up because there's probably a lot of customs. I mean, it's a completely different look. You take that helmeted head off and then you dispose Kern Ray with her other head, and take the jacket off, and it's an entirely different looking figure. So very happy to get Kern Ray. And that's it. That's all I got. So it wasn't really that much, I'm pretty sure more's coming even tomorrow. So guys, hey, this has been your action figure minute. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you tuning in. I haven't said it yet, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're still here. Thank you very much. Peace.